So let's talk a little bit about physical exercise. I don't know if you can tell those guys are cheating there. So physical exercise. In Australia, about 70% of Australians are not doing enough exercise to get physical health benefits from it. So that is, we tend to be becoming a much more sedentary community. And all of the things, lifestyle and all the labour-saving devices are really not helping very much. If you look at the illnesses associated with physical inactivity, it's a very long list. In fact, there's hardly a chronic illness that is not associated with physical inactivity. Now that's the pessimistic side of the coin. The optimistic side of the coin is there's not a single chronic condition for which physical exercise is not preventive or therapeutic. And that includes mental health issues. Physical exercise, for example, it's not just about our hearts and everything else, is a powerful antidepressant. It has anti-anxiety effects, protects the brain against dementia. I mean, we could go on and on. Physical exercise is a powerful form of medicine. And if we could get those benefits from a pill, I can assure you we'd all be taking it. But it requires a lot more effort than that. Yes? Mm. 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 I didn't want to win, I was afraid of losing. So it's fear, it's all fear. Yeah. 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 The funny thing is, when athletes describe their peak, most enjoyable moments in sport, it's got nothing to do with winning. The fear of losing or the hope of winning is actually not in it when a person's in the zone. It's just totally in the moment, in the flow with the experience of what's happening. So it's interesting because it's the very fear or the very anticipation of the result that actually takes the attention off the enjoyment of the experience of the activity itself. So it's funny, when athletes describe being in the zone, they also describe not being nervous or worried about the result at all. So it's a bit of a paradox really, isn't it? So exercise and mental health, just to bring home the point again, and it's not just about depression, benefits with drug addiction, for example, with anxiety, improvements in sleep. So physical exercise improves sleep and makes it easier to get to sleep and a deeper sleep as well. So it improves serotonin, so it has effects. It's a powerful antidepressant. Now, we don't think of it in those terms, but it's an important mental health strategy. Physical exercise and academic performance. It improves concentration and focus. We're often very mindful with the things that we're actually doing in our leisure time and our hobbies. For example, when we're exercising, we're often very much in the moment with what we're doing. And when you translate that from the physical exercise into the study, for example, adolescents focus a lot better on their study as well. So it has beneficial effects on performance too. There are a lot of barriers. Has anybody experienced any barriers to exercise? Anybody here hasn't absolutely got your exercise levels where you'd like it to be? And just about everything under the sun, every reason not to be physically active. You know, too little time or inconvenience or money. So we need to find ways around those barriers. So for example, if there's a competition between, you know, when we're very time poor, between time with the family and time doing physical activity, then can we find a way of being physically active with the family so it's actually quality time with them rather than time away from them? Or if we've got some physical health condition or discomfort, then we need to find a form of physical activity that's going to be appropriate for our body, for our age, our level of fitness. So we may need advice about that so that it's a healthy activity and we don't overdo it and cause ourselves more problems. So we need to find ways around that and to speak to somebody about it. And also in terms of setting a goal for a physical exercise, for example, if we hate jogging, but I should do exercise, I ought to go for a run. And if you hate jogging, you will probably find within a week or two you're not going to do it anymore and you're going to feel terrible about it anyway. That is to find a form of physical activity that we actually enjoy, where the activity is almost incidental to the enjoyment of whatever we're partaking in. So it could be walking, but find a nice park to walk in. It could be, I don't know, instead of calling it a gym routine or something, actually you enjoy gardening, well, garden more and make it vigorous gardening. But in whatever way, to find a form of activity that we actually enjoy. Because if we make it a rod for our back and we do things we don't enjoy, we either need to learn to enjoy it or we're not going to actually maintain it.